You might feel younger or older than your years. But how do you actually know? What if you could look beyond your birth certificate, into the invisible data that tells you how fast you're really aging? Right now, scientists can calculate your body's real age, not from how you look, but from the molecular signatures inside your blood, your DNA, and even your breath. And here's the best part. You can now measure your biological age from home with simple, science-backed tests that reveal your internal timeline. Part 1. What measuring biological age actually means. Measuring biological age isn't about vanity. It's about health span. The number of years you stay vibrant, functional, and disease-free. Your biological age reflects the condition of your cells, your metabolism, your hormones, and your immune system, all integrated into one number. Scientists call this the functional age of your body. Imagine it as a dashboard reading of how efficiently your body systems are running. So, how do we measure something so complex? By decoding biological signals, patterns in your DNA, your blood, and even your physiology that change predictably as you age. There are 4 scientific pathways to measuring biological age. The first pathway is epigenetic clocks. These include DNA methylation markers. Second is telomere length. These are protective chromosome caps. Third is blood biomarkers, like glucose, lipids, inflammation. Fourth pathway is physiological and wearable metrics. They include heart rate variability, VO2 max, and sleep cycles. Each method reveals a unique layer of your biological reality. Part 2. The gold standard, epigenetic clocks. The most advanced and accurate way to measure biological age is through epigenetic testing. Every cell in your body has the same DNA, but how that DNA is expressed, which genes are switched on or off, changes with lifestyle, diet, stress, and environment. Those chemical switches are called methylation markers. As you age, methylation patterns shift in predictable ways, a bit like wrinkles forming on your DNA. By analyzing hundreds of thousands of these methylation sites, scientists can estimate your biological age with remarkable precision. There are 4 key epigenetic clocks. 1. Horvath clock 2013, the first major DNA methylation clock. 2. Grimm age clock 2019, predicts not just age, but mortality risk. 3. Phenoage, correlates with physical and metabolic function. 4. Dunedin pace, measures the rate of biological aging, how fast you're aging per year. For example, a Dunedin pace score of 0.8 means you're aging 20% slower than average. A score of 1.2 means you're aging 20% faster. These tools are used in longevity research, elite wellness programs, and clinical anti-aging protocols worldwide. How epigenetic age tests work. A simple saliva or blood sample is analyzed in a lab to assess DNA methylation patterns. The output gives you a biological age score, along with organ system insights, immune, metabolic, liver, cardiovascular. What is the scientific validation for these epigenetic clocks? According to a 2022 Nature Communications paper, methylation-based biological age correlates strongly with risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and all-cause mortality. It's now recognized as the most reliable biomarker of aging, even more than telomere length. Part 3. Telomere testing, the classic biological clock. Before epigenetic clocks, scientists relied on telomeres, which are protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes. Each time your cells divide, telomeres shorten slightly. Shorter telomeres equals older biological cells. Chronic stress, smoking, and inflammation speed up this shortening. Meditation, physical activity, and antioxidant nutrition slow it down. Blood samples are taken to measure average telomere length. While less precise than DNA methylation tests, telomere length still provides useful insight into cellular stress and resilience. Think of it as your cellular wear and tear indicator. Study example. In a Harvard study of over 1,200 adults, people with the shortest telomeres had 40% higher mortality risk. even after controlling for age, gender, and lifestyle. The good news? Lifestyle interventions like yoga, omega-3 supplementation, and social connection have been shown to increase telomere length over time. In one Lancet Oncology trial, Dr. Dean Ornish, 2013, men who practiced meditation and a plant-based diet saw telomere elongation in just 3 months. Part 4. Blood biomarker and inflammation panels. For a more functional view, many longevity clinics use multi-biomarker panels to estimate biological age. These biomarker panels are glucose and HbA1c for metabolic health, LDL, HDL, triglycerides for cardiovascular health, HSCRP for inflammation, albumin and creatinine for organ function, immune cell count and liver enzymes. These lab results are used to estimate your functional biological age. Why do these blood biomarkers and inflammation panels matter? These blood-based markers reflect how well your organs are actually performing, not just how old your DNA says they are. For instance, 2 people could have the same epigenetic age, but one might have high inflammation, suggesting faster organ decline. Integrating both methylation and blood data gives the most complete longevity picture. Part 5. The New Frontier, Wearables and AI Tracking. You don't need a lab coat to start tracking your biological signals. Your smartwatch might already be doing it. These devices measure key parameters that reflect biological resilience. Heart rate variability, HRV, the higher the heart rate variability, the younger your nervous system. Deep sleep and REM ratios. These are indicators of cellular recovery. VO2 max. It is a predictor of longevity and cardiovascular function. Resting heart rate. Lower resting heart rate equals higher efficiency of heart. When you sync this data with AI-driven health platforms, you create a real-time aging dashboard, something unimaginable a decade ago. These tools don't replace medical tests, but they bridge science and daily awareness. You become your own lab, observing how stress, diet, and habits shift your daily biology. Part 6. How to choose the right biological age test. For basic curiosity, telomere or blood test is best as they are affordable and easily accessible. For serious tracking, epigenetic tests are the most accurate aging measure. For performance and habits, wearable data, HRV, VO2 max, are useful as daily monitoring tools. For clinical insight, the combination approach is best. Multi-system assessment is done here. Start simple. Get your first baseline reading. Then retest every 6 to 12 months to measure progress. The key isn't the number, it's the trend. If your biological age drops by even 1 to 2 years in 6 months, that's powerful proof your efforts are working. Part 7. How to improve your results. Once you have your biological age results, you'll want to see improvement. Here's where science gets practical. 1. Improve your metabolic flexibility. Start intermittent fasting. 16 hours fasting with 8 hours of eating window. Cut down sugar and processed carbs. Walk after meals to improve your insulin sensitivity. 2. Reduce inflammation. Start eating more omega-3s and polyphenol. Sleep for 7 to 8 hours. And manage chronic stress to reduce inflammation. 3. Boost mitochondrial health. Start an intense exercise routine 3 times per week. Add supplements like NMN or CoQ10. Use heat and cold therapy to boost your mitochondrial health. 4. Enhance DNA repair. Prioritize deep sleep. Take antioxidants like glutathione, vitamin C, and zinc. Practice stress-reducing habits for DNA repair. Your biology listens to your behavior. You can't buy youth, but you can build it. Part 8. The future of biological age testing. In the near future, you won't go to a doctor once a year. You'll track your biological age continuously. AI platforms will combine genetic data, microbiome sequencing, and digital biomarkers to create dynamic aging dashboards. You'll see your progress in real time, not just years lived, but vitality gained. Aging will shift from mystery to measurable science. So, if you've ever wondered how old your body really is, now you know. The science exists, and it's in your hands. Measure it, track it, and most importantly, improve it. Subscribe to BioAge Reset 360 for evidence-based insights on longevity, hormone balance, and biological rejuvenation. Comment bido? I'm tracking my biological age. And let's build a global community of people aging in reverse. Because your best years don't have to be behind you. You can start today, and the best is yet to come.